my name is Ash.
I'm Jared. We went to the movies.
Yeah, this time we went and saw the movie Saturday Night. It is a film that's supposed to take place in 1975. Our hero, Lorne Michaels, is director of a big variety extravaganza called Saturday Night. It's the first time it's come on. He takes a bunch of comedians that he picked up off the streets of New York. A bunch of like no-name people all coming together to put together something very, very special.
And it doesn't work, as we know how this story ends.
It's appropriate that this movie was to come out this year because the actual show Saturday Night is having its 50th anniversary this year.
Yeah, and you also, it's just like sprinkle even more sarcasm on here, absolutely fucking hate Saturday Night.
Oh yeah, no, I don't ever watch it, ever.
Big fan, Saturday Night Live here. I honestly, this one wasn't really on my radar until you were so absolutely incredibly excited by it. So
I've been watching Saturday Night Live and Kids in the Hall, honestly, since I was like a little kid. So I've always been a big fan of Lorne Michaels, like everything. That
sure
is.
And why wouldn't you be? It's successful and hilarious for the most part. Like, let's be honest, it's hit or miss these days, but
So like, I don't think that he actually had anything to do with this film.
Really?
I'm not sure. Did you? Like, in my research, I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything
about him having anything to do with this, but the cast in this film, let me tell you, everybody was amazing. Like, if you like went back and watched old episodes of Saturday Night Live and you saw like really young Chevy Chase, really young Dan Aykroyd, Gilda Radner, all these people, like the people that they cast to be these characters were just phenomenal. Like the voices I thought were just like spot on.
Definitely. Young man who played Billy Crystal was crazy. Like it was just Dylan O'Brien who played Dan Aykroyd.
Podney played Billy Crystal.
Nice. Yeah. Nicholas, you killed it. Everybody absolutely crushed. It was, yeah, really great. There's a big sequence toward the end where there's like kind of a plot reveal about what the network executives, like their real opinions toward Lorne Michaels' efforts was, and that was like really cool.
Yeah, apparently network executives are evil.
I mean, yeah, so many words. That's what they.
But yeah, man, like it was a really fun ride. I went in not thinking that it was gonna be nearly as enjoyable as it was, but Ivan Reitman, the guy that did Ghostbusters Afterlife, and what else did he do?
The other Dan Aykroyd stuff. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So wait, no, Jason Reitman. Ivan Reitman was his dad.
Oh, okay.
Jason Reitman. Ivan Reitman did Ghostbusters. Jason Reitman did this.
Okay, cool.
So he's been like affiliated with Dan Aykroyd and I would assume other people from Saturday Night Live for most of his life. So like if a guy was gonna make a movie about these people in the 70s,
probably have some gold in that claim, like have some stake in there.
Yeah.
I would also explain Finn Wolfhard's presence in this movie.
That's right, because he was a Ghostbuster.
That's right. Yeah.
What an adorable little guy he is.
That's true.
He's like probably 6'5", but like in years, like little.
Oh, little buddy. That's true. Great. Let's talk about what we loved about it.
Okay, so my pros, like I said, the cast, incredible. Like the whoever the casting director is for this film, just like.
Yep, you did it.
You did it, man. You
did the thing.
You fucked it up. Incredible cast, and the coaching that probably went into getting like their voices right and just like their mannerisms.
Sure.
Like if you watch old episodes of Saturday Night Live, or if you watch anything like older with like Chevy Chase in it, or Jim Belushi.
Yep.
Like the presence of these actors, they did such a good job.
Shout out to Lamorne Morris. I love that guy. He's great. Matt Wood doing John Belushi was awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Dylan O'Brien, the guy that did Dan Aykroyd, like the voice and just like the mannerisms, like it was
so cool.
So like spot on, man. Y'all did such a good job. I thought the premise was fun and interesting, and it's not something you typically see very often. The entire thing felt authentic and genuine.
Totally.
It was just like a really fun, stressful watch. Like, you know how it's gonna end, sort of. But yeah.
I'm kind of with the genuine there. We watched the movie, and I was still emotional. Toward the end there, it did feel like a love letter to both Saturday Night Live and that original cast. The Belushi, it was like an homage to all of those dudes. The Belushi bits where he was erratic, but it was still like with love, kind of. And I really appreciated that a lot. For sure. You got more?
Oh, no, I mean, like, as a pro, I feel like the audience feels the chaos the entire time. Like, this movie is going 20 miles a minute, like, nonstop. I feel like we need to see this movie again just to see the things that we missed.
Because now watch the Gabriel LaBelle's face, who plays Lorne Michaels. You just don't watch it. Like, next time,
the mania in this kid's eyes, man. Like,
next time I just won't watch him at all, and I'll watch everything else, and I feel like I'll see a lot more because he's so involved.
Well, he really steals the show. Like, he's the star, obviously, but like, he does such an amazing job at pulling attention, even though like every scene has like 5 things happening at one time. Like, it's a fun watch for sure.
I definitely had that as well. Actually, I wrote the word manic here. So that's pretty fun. Get out of my head. Wild. It's like anything goes. The music adds to this. It's a very like frantic paced. Like it's. The trailer showcases some of the music there that kind of feels like there's no like real rhythm to it. It's kind of just like it's like jazz. Yeah, it's scatting all over the place. Yes, I said it. There was a theme of like a crushing optimism that. I don't think can be unnoticed. It's like this guy had no plan whatsoever until it came time to execute, and he was executing place just like, and he finally like found kind of a voice when it came time for crunching, and I thought that was really excellent. The props were interesting. I feel like the whole set pieces in general, they like stumbled into like the ABC vault, and just like walked out of there with like everything that they could carry. It's a mosquito. With everything that they could carry, and decided to make movies out of it. And I thought that was really fun. It couldn't be ignored. That was really cool. J.K. Simmons plays a dirty old bastard, Marlon Brando here. It's a kind of a brief cameo, but it's really, really fun. Really puts into some perspective, some dirty times. I was talking.
It was just different times.
I was talking about the props. That was really fun. Like how the set pieces felt like that they were just like dug up from like some ABC vault somewhere, and shoved back onto the set after they hadn't seen light in 30 years. Like all these like weird, not necessarily like the firearms props, but like the scaffolding and the like even like the bricks seemed like they were just like. Everything was old and really fun.
It really felt like you were backstage at, was it 30 Rock?
Yeah.
30 Rock?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, 30 Rockefeller Plaza, like on the 17th floor in the 1970s. Like, it felt like you were there. Like, the set designs were great. The costumes were amazing. Like, the camera, the cinematography was kind of gritty. So it felt like you were in, like, a different time.
Not like the old Saturday Night Live cameras.
Everybody smoking cigarettes and doing cocaine.
Yeah, that's was going to be a big con there is the cigarettes, because I grew up in a smoking household, and yeah, I could smell this movie. It was like it was constantly, and it wasn't. It was just like this huge inhales, and like everyone on set ever just like had cigarettes all the time. Really gross time. What else you got for the cons there?
It was done for me. Like,
no notes.
No cons, man, because like I personally don't like smoking at all. But this movie was painting a picture, putting you in that environment. So like, where that might have been a con for you, I thought it was a big plus. Like, you felt like you were there. Like, you felt like you were in the shit with these characters. Like,
there was a line in the movie where Gilda Radner's character, the character Gilda Radner is having a conversation with Matt Wood, who's playing John Belushi, and he's like ice skating, and he's like, I'm gonna do a triple axel, and she makes a comment that was something along the lines of like to Lorne Michaels about having nostalgia for a moment that's taking place in front of you, and I resonated with that in a couple of ways. In that, like, I mean, that's a human experience, a human condition thing. I definitely feel that. And then there was another one that kind of like while you're watching this particular movie about a time period, right? I think that the movie tries to give you like a nostalgia for a time, like a time past in American history that I don't have envy for people experiencing. Like, you know what I'm saying? That like I'm glad I wasn't around then. I'm good because like, it's cigarettes all the damn time, right? First off, I mean, and if that's your only complaint, then you're walking around blindfolded. But
I don't know, my guy, openly doing that really good schmo-pain. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, fine, but people like struggled harder back then. That like, I think, it like tried to give you like a nostalgia for a time.
Dancing dust.
And I'm glad I wasn't there. But I really did enjoy the movie a lot. At 84% on Rotten Tomatoes, what does the what's the Ashley-ometer have for it? What you got?
But a 9.5. I have no feeling to half. This was such a fun movie for me, and I think they did such a great job with the casting. And like, as somebody that like is a fan of the show, has like watched it, like I watched it my entire life, and then I watched like older reruns when I was like younger, and I had like way more time on my hands. I don't know, man. I thought it was really. It made me feel good. And I know this movie's probably not for me. It's probably for people a little older than me that like remember when the original episodes came out. But like, I had a great time. And I thought it was really special and really well done. And
9.5, that's strong. I gave it an 8. A flat 8. I think that there were scenes where you're trying to benefit from the media of it all, so there's no like real opportunities for like having like tracking camera systems. You know, you want that gritty first realism, and second, you want that fast, that you want that speed. You don't want to be tied down by that. But there were some parts of this that I felt like having like a mounted camera system that would stop the Blair Witch bouncing would have benefited. But that was just like a directorial choice.
I think that was all intentional. And like, it agrees with some people and it won't agree with everybody.
Yeah, but past that, it was an incredibly enjoyable watch. I hope that all these men and women are extremely proud of their effort. It was awesome. I was emotional. It was funny. And I really had a great time.
You know what? The bouncing around, I will say, it made it feel exciting. Like, it made it feel like you also had skin in the game, too. So, like, what you're saying, I think it was definitely intentional.
Yeah, definitely.
And agrees with, like, you know, it's like scary movies. Like, some people love and then other people, like, cover their eyes.
I had a great time. 80%. I'm here for it. 95.
Yep, 9.5. That is a strong, very strong.
Well, I was pretty sick for a week there. We're back, baby. Going to be releasing a bunch more videos. I'm so glad to be able to do this. If you can, like, subscribe, that'd be really fun and help us out a whole bunch. It costs nothing, and I appreciate you very much. Great. I'm Jarrett.
I'm Ashley. We went to the movies.
Movies again.